Guys, I have bad news. I don't think we can do a proper Walt Disney Day without going to Peter Pan. Well, when we get there, you'll say, David, what a terrible idea this was.
No, actually, I'm pretty sure you're going to be the one to say this is fantastic. Whose idea was this?
But look, it's Bert and Mary. We can sort of enjoy this peripherally.
We can enjoy this? I don't think.
I think we can. We just can't film it.
Oh, so this is for us?
Yes. Ah, the backside of Bert and Mary. True. Hey, that doesn't look too bad. This is a great idea. It's a jolly holiday. That's a catchy tune. Do we get in right here? It was discussed a few weeks ago when we were talking about the renovations to the queue for Dumbo, about the possibilities of them doing this for other attractions, namely Peter Pan. But if you just look around, there is nothing. There's nothing you can do other than Sarah's idea and going up, which that's never going to happen. There is no place to put any more space, any more queue here.
No, not really.
I mean, you can creep out here, maybe another row.
But you promise them in the park when it gets busy during the day.
What ride is this that you're waiting for?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
I'm just going to end that as quickly as possible.
I should say, by the way, that we already actually are in the extended additional row. This is not even a normal...
I mean, technically all this extra chain is extension.
Yeah. So no, I think we're stuck with Peter Pan just how it is. No fast pass.
No, that makes everything worse.
I know, right.
Everyone says, oh, I can't, well, great, that's a great idea. No, you don't, no one gets that fast pass makes everything longer.
Well, stand by.
I guess. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. No, a 40-minute wait, which that says, which I doubt is going to be 40 minutes, will turn into probably 70.
Probably texted David, don't make me ride with Christian.
ride this more often.
Because of that line. Oh, that's fine.
I know, but still, I mean, once you're in there, you're just like, that was so worth it. That was so worth it.
It was totally worth it because we didn't have to wait in the park when we were in the sun. And
Oh
we
yeah,
just
that's
met
right.
Right there, that was totally awesome.
You guys went and bought a new shirt while we were waiting in line.
You see what it says?
No. Adventure, oh, I get it.
Why does everybody want to go back to Chaku?
Everybody wants to go back to Chaku. Oh my gosh, you know, one of the things that we're doing while we're in the middle of our Walt Disney Day, one of the other days that I was planning was a Tony Baxter Day, and I will tease that a little bit by saying that Peter Pan was actually one of the primary inspirations for him to become a Imagineer. He rode Peter Pan, and he said that when he was a kid, when he rode that he thought he knew how they were able to work it out, how the drop. He thought that the track left the track and then reconnected with another track lower. And he was like, it's amazing. How do they do that? He wanted to figure it out, how they did that. And he would go and try to tell his grandparents.
Your imagination.
So there's that. A little bit of Tony Baxter for you. Let's go this way.
Come on, Charlie.
What time is it? Actually.
I wasn't in your way, sir. 11:02.
11:02 Fresh Baked. Pinocchio's Daring Journey. A lot of people think that was here on opening day, but it was not.
It's not, is it? Okay.
No, it was Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse.
Really?
Yes. Did I just break your head?
I'd never heard of this.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. It was. This is where the Mouseketeers used to hang out. Hey guys, how are you? Mouseketeers used to hang out here, and you could go watch. I think they showed movies and stuff in there.
Interesting. I guess so. Things like Mickey's PhilharMagic and Magic Kingdom is more an evolution about that.
Yeah, I think so because
I mean, I'd prefer a dark ride to PhilharMagic myself. I know there are people that like it.
people love PhilharMagic, and that's actually coming. I heard to
Paris.
Paris, yeah. So there's that. Now we also confirmed that we can go into Storybook Land because it was open on opening day, even though it was just dirt. So if we want to do that, we can certainly make that happen. Now, question is,
we weren't doing that.
huh? Storybook Land?
Wait, did we decide?
Good morning, guys. Hi.
Decide true opening day, or are we getting like the 2-3 week grace period?
No, it was open as the Storybook Land canal boats of the world. And they would take you through different canals, like the Panama Canal, which is very fantasy-like.
Very
I mean, they have
Fascinating.
princesses, and this definitely we can do, yeah. Matter of fact, I think that's where we're going. There was lots of, I think Snow White was there when they opened the Panama Canal. I think she was there, present at the time.
Like the actual canal in Panama?
Yeah, that's what that literally means, the canal boats. You're going, like they were like, what can we call this? You guys think that today that Imagineers are stretching things a bit? They're trying really hard. Disney of the original era was no stranger to making something out of nothing, i.e. the canal boats. Well, rather than climb on a horse this afternoon, we're gonna chill right here on this little bench. They have benches. Did you guys know that they have benches on the carousel that you could just sit on and watch everybody else ride? We got these gentlemen right here just chilling. They're acting like they're riding a horse, but they're not riding a horse, not at all. Yeah. I'm already dizzy.
This is making me dizzy.
Yeah,
I was just saying the same thing.
Man,
I think I want to get on a horse.
this is much more, I don't
Dizzy.
know, yeah.
it's a different experience.
It is. I don't like it.
I think maybe they're going up and down, so it changes something in the equilibrium.
Yeah, because this is wrong.
I'm spinning and I'm getting dizzy.
This is wrong.
I normally don't get this dizzy on the teacup. And I spin it ludicrously.
Peter! Hi, Peter! Over here! You missed us. Where's Hook? I don't smell any codfish. Where'd he go? There he goes. take a break from our Walt Disney Day to give you an update on the geese that we saw here. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it was the Disney Go whatever day.
So that's for sure the parents right there.
Yeah.
And those geese were like,
They were half that size.
they could fit in my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Because they're bigger than the obviously, than like the regular geese.
Right.
But they multiplied in size.
You sure do. Yeah.
They're so cute.
How can you tell, like a duck and a,
I don't know.
like which one's the daddy?
I have no idea. The lazy one.
I mean, oh my God.
I resent that.
Like, yeah, guys of the world, are we gonna put up with that? I don't think so. I know I paid my dues. All right, so yeah, like I said, we're taking a break from that. Actually, from Fantasyland. I wanted to take you through it. We can't go into, well, we can go into Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland existed on opening day,
The
obviously.
idea was certainly close to it.
And it was. It is often said that Tomorrowland was a sort of a nuisance. It was a problem for Walt because he recognized, like we do today, that the future is a moving target, and he couldn't keep up with it. They did 2 refurbs of Tomorrowland in his lifetime.
Yeah, I don't know if just throwing sci-fi or loosely sci-fi
Right.
movie franchises is a better answer, though.
No, it's not. There is no answer other than to not make it Tomorrowland. But anyway,
I don't know. I mean, Paris found a way to find an alternate way of going
if
about
you
it.
want to say that Paris is successful in that regard, then go ahead and make that argument. I would disagree. I don't like the way it looks. Like, what can I say? I don't like that.
But again, my point is theirs was architecturally designed to fit that Jules Verne pattern.
Right. No, and I just don't like that look, is what I'm saying. Okay, so Tomorrowland opening day was, well, obviously this was just the world clock. Actually, the world clock was more like over there. And this was wide open before. Wide open. Oh boy. Astro Blasters was the Circarama Theater, if I'm not mistaken. This was the Hall of Chemistry. Right here, Star Tours was Hall of Chemistry, and then later on it became. Good morning. Hey, what's up, guys? Hall of Chemistry later became Adventures Through Inner Space, and then that became Star Tours. And then the Hall of, or no, the Aluminum Hall of.
There was a Hall of
Aluminum Hall of Fame was an actual attraction.
by GE.
I want to know who or what is in the Aluminum Hall of Fame.
Like, it's a can of Bud Light that was probably the best tasting can that I've ever had.
Underneath the can it just says GOAT. You know, just like,
That's it.
Model 747 or whatever was the most advanced one at the time.
right.
Planes are often moving up.
Is there a voting committee on this? And who's on that voting committee? And are you allowed to have taken aluminum steroids? Do they block the people who have taken aluminum steroids from getting into the Aluminum Hall of Fame? That's a good question. Back in the distance back there, Ian, what do you call it? What do they call that now? What's that building called?
Currently, I think, Launch Bay
I guess-
or the Tomorrowland Expo Center, though I think that name died off, I think, already.
Well, originally Carousel Progress, and then after that was the America the Beautiful.
America Sings.
America Sings, yeah. That didn't exist. That was empty space in 1955, and then a different version of that rocket was here. That was actually the only attraction that in Autopia.
Rocket to the Moon.
The Rocket to the Moon and Autopia were open. This is fun. C-3PO and R2-D2 were also in existence at the time. Go ahead and fact check that one.
Maybe in Lucas's childhood imagination.
I think I'm gonna just start making stuff up now. I think
No,
that's
to
what
be
I'm
fair,
gonna do.
really, Ralph McQuarrie made the concept art, so I'm going to say, if anything, it was closer to Ralph McQuarrie's childhood.
There you go. There you go. This right here was not here. The Astro Jets were there on the ground, but they were actually not even here opening day either. I don't think. The Astro Jets. By the way, we're coming through Tomorrowland as a means of getting to the Disneyland Railroad because we want to ride that, because that was open on opening day. But first, we're going to take a little pit stop here at Launch Bay because I want to get one of those fun buttons that Sarah has. Oh wait, I got to stop doing that. Star Wars wasn't around in 1955, but Autopia was.
No, we're not doing that.
Now, Autopia, it's funny. I just can't get over sometimes how different Autopia looked, 60 years ago versus today. We get so stuck on saying, we don't want change or whatever in the park, and we look at Autopia like, don't change Autopia. Autopia has gone through so many changes itself over the last 60 years. I mean, the fact that they even put those little guide rails, you used to be able to drive those cars all over the place, man. You could go off-road, you could go anywhere. And there was no trees, you could see everything. There was none of this. It was pretty wild how different it was back then. But we're gonna pick up the Disneyland Railroad right here in Tomorrowland, which is something that we hardly ever do. And actually, I don't necessarily really recommend this one because nobody gets off in Tomorrowland. So if it's a crowded day and you're trying to get on the train, what you want is to find a stop where a lot of people get off. And that is Main Street and New Orleans Square. Hey, does anybody want to guess what's over that hill?
Dude, I'm so happy right now, I can't even hear
Because
you.
you've got fire Cheetos. you made a beeline for those things when we got to Tomorrowland. Like, I know what I want, and I'm getting that right now.
I know she told me to put them away, and I was like,
Oh, well, luckily we didn't have to stay in there for too long.
yeah, I know.
Right.
She would have left.
What'd you ask?
What's over that hill?
The hills are alive!
Well, there's a monorail.
Well, besides the monorail that just went by, yeah.
I mean, the harbor.
Captain Kidd's Planet Pizzeria.
Captain Kidd's Buffet.
Yeah, that.
But that's actually over there. It's more, Captain Kidd's is open, or is
McDonald's.
across the opening. No, Harbor Boulevard. That's Mimi's Cafe.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, Mimi's and Panera, I think.
This newbie didn't know about the fresh baked sign.
Which one?
Baked fresh here.
Oh, the thing that... Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really share that story a lot with...
I know, but he should know.
Wow, you don't share things with me.
Well, I guess you did eventually, 5 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, a train. Let me see if I can film it. I'm filming it. But that's one of the things that I love about how they set this park up. It was one of the earliest design features was to surround the perimeter of the park with a berm. And not just because they wanted to put a train on it, because the train was supposed to rest on top of the berm, but because they wanted to keep the outside world out. Just 100 yards. Not even that. Over that hill is the busiest street in the entire county, basically. Harbor Boulevard, or one of the busiest streets anyway. It's certainly in Anaheim, and possibly in all of OC. All kinds of industry is happening right over there, and you don't even know it. You're here in this world with the Disneyland Railroad, and it's pretty fantastic. See how nobody got off? There's hardly any spots for us to sit. But we managed to find a spot here on the Disneyland Railroad.
Justin hooked it up for us.
What's that?
Justin hooked it up for us.
He did. He did hook us up because people were not using the best space, or they weren't using the space as optimally as they could. And
He said, can you move?
he handled it. It was pretty great.
Handled.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time. Fresh baked!